Hey everybody, welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa channel where I read you that crypto news. Today's article is coming from Crypto Potato and looks like FTX to sell off digital custody at a very steep markdown. The sell will free up $500,000 that can be used to pay off creditors. So it looks like it's pretty much donezo with FTX. Like there was always talks about them bringing back the company after the bankruptcy and everything, but now it looks like they're just going to be selling the company, dissolving it, paying off the debts, and yeah. So let's hear about this really steep markdown. So after entertaining the possibility of restarting FTX following the bankruptcy process for a long time, lawyers for the defunct exchange have announced that the plan is now scrapped and the company will simply dissolve once all debts are paid off. Now, Andrew Dietrich, one of the lawyers representing FTX in the court case, stated that although repayment of creditors in full is not yet guaranteed, it is an objective that is definitely attainable. Creditors would only be receiving the dollar value of their crypto holdings, and this may to be proving disappointing to investors as the value of those assets have increased since the exchange went bust. However, it is precisely this development that allowed for full refunds in the first place. Additionally, the solution is legally sound and consistent with bankruptcy laws. Now selling the company back to the previous owner. As company lawyers approach the home stretch and tallying up funds to be paid out, they've sealed yet another deal to sell off an FTX-owned entity. Now, in this case, Digital Custody Inc., a Delaware-based firm with a South Dakota license allowing for custody of digital assets, will be sold for a mere $500,000 to CoinList. The funds will be provided by CoinList CEO, a man named Terrence Culver. However, there is a catch to Terrence. Terrence Culver is also the man who originally sold digital custody to FTX for a total of $10 million. Wow, that is a really steep. That is really steep of a markdown. But the FTX filed a motion to sell digital custody for $500,000, which FTX bought for $10 million. And Terrence Culver, person who sold the DCL to FTX for $10 million, A&M UCC ad hoc agrees that says this reflects a fair price for the valuable license from South Dakota that allows it to provide custody. So, crazy. Now, the sale was conducted via two separate transactions, each worth $5 million each, one in December 21 and one in August 2022. So that's when FTX bought them. Now, digital assets is of no use to FTX US. At the time, FTX US bought the company in order to facilitate custody of its own and client assets within the US. However, asset custody is no longer a concern for FTX since it will be winding down its business as soon as possible once all debts have been paid off. The DCI is also no longer useful to the debtor's business given that debtors sells of Ledger X and that is unlikely for the debtors to sell or restart FTX US. As a result, selling or transferring the interest pursuant to the proposed sale transaction in a private sale is the most efficient and cost-effective way of minimizing costs to the estates while maximizing the value for the benefit of the estates. Now, the committees representing non-US creditors of FTX have also signed off on the sale. FTX can continue to look for better deals until shortly before the date of the sale. If the buyer buys back or backs out of the deal, a reverse termination fee of $50,000 will be collected by it. So there you have it. So yeah, FTX is officially no more. They're not going to be restarting. So what was that word? I think they were going to be GTX. Like I remember covering that article. It's like, really? You're just going to change the first letter? But no, it looks like, so their main case is the payoff creditors. May not be the full value of it, but they're getting at least $500,000 for the sale of the company. And yeah, but that is a really steep markdown. They bought it for $10 million, and now the previous owner is buying it back for $500,000. Not a bad deal for the other guys, but FTX. But I hope you guys enjoyed this article read through. If so, smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.